Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for listening to 91.3 WYEP. I'm Kyle Smith. We're with a room full of WYEP listeners to experience Michael Franti live from Club Cafe.
How you feeling, y'all? All right. Let's go.
A lot of love in the room, and we would love to hear a song.
All right. Well, this first song is a song called Big, Big Love. And before we get any further, though, I want to introduce with me here, I've got Carl Young on the bass.
What's up, y'all?
From Gary, Indiana. And we've been playing music together for 30 years.
Woohoo!
And this is Raga on the guitar from the great island of Sumatra in Indonesia. And we've been playing music together for 30 days. He's the new guy, so kick it off, Raga. Go for it. We come a long way, haven't we, baby? Yeah, you and me. Yeah, we still dreaming. We built a family, little house, filled it up with memories. And we still believing. The yesterdays we fell down some, but the best of days are yet to come. The little things, they all add up. If it overflows, you raise your cup. We got big, 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 big love. Bigger than the sun coming down on us. When it goes down, now we can light it up. Cause we got big, 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 big love. And oh my, 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 every little thing's gonna be alright. Throw your hands high in the air, one love. Cause we got big, 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 big love. How you feeling, y'all? Well, everybody knows what's in their bank account, but only God knows how many times they go around this world. Girl, we gonna make it count. We don't need $1 million cause we got £1 million of love, love, love. We can make it rain coming down from above. We got love, love, love. We can make it rain coming down from above. Cause we got big, 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 big love. Bigger than the sun coming down on us. When it goes down, now we can light it up. Cause we got big, 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 big love. And oh my, 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 every little thing's gonna be alright. Throw your hands high in the air, one love. Cause we got big, 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 big love. We got one love, one love. We got big, 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 big love. We got one love, one love. We got big, 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 big love. This is Raga on the guitar. Raga. How you feeling, y'all? Yeah. We come a long way, haven't we, baby? Yeah, you and me. Yeah, we still dreaming. We built a family, little house, and filled it up with memories. And we still believing. The yesterdays we fell down some, but the best of days are yet to come. The little things, they all add up. So if it overflows, you raise your cup. Cause we got big, 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 big love. Bigger than the sun coming down on us. When it goes down, now we can light it up. Cause we got big, 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 big love. And oh my, 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 every little thing's gonna be alright. Throw your hands high in the air, one love. Cause we got big, 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 everybody sing this. We got one love, one love. We got big, 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 big love. We got one love, one love. We got big, 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 big love. Everybody, we got one love, one days we fell down some, but the best of days are yet to come. 'Cause we got big, 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 big love. Thanks, y'all.
Well, that is a way to get it started. Michael Franti is here, and we've got three of them on stage tonight. We're live from Club Cafe, a room full of WYEP listeners and members. You're celebrating, you mentioned it, 30 years was the release of Home that came out, the debut album 30 years ago this year. And
We were 4 years old.
I was actually 3.5.
I have that photo from about 28 years ago from one of the shows, and you haven't aged much, that's for sure. That's for sure. And there's still a lot of joy for every Michael Franti show that's happening. So it's a heck of a way to spend your day off, performing and doing stuff here in Pittsburgh. Thank you.
Yeah, we love it. We were just talking upstairs about how, normally on a day off we're looking for something to do. So we found something to do. So thanks for coming out.
Can't do better than this.
Yeah.
But it's really amazing, your legacy so far, and you're kind of in the middle of the Togetherness tour right now, correct?
Yeah. Early start of it. We started in the middle of May, and we go till the end of September.
And you'll be back here in Pittsburgh for a proper show.
Yeah, September 11th.
Yeah, Cadence Club.
Cadence
which
Clubhouse,
is it's a new spot. It's going to be an outdoor show, and tickets are already on sale for that. But you'll get the full Michael Franti and Spearhead experience at that time.
Yeah.
But you've had 13 albums out there. As Michael Franti and Spearhead studio albums. You've had a lot of other things too, and you've toured with U2 and John Mayer. I remember seeing you on the Smoke and Grooves tour in the Twin Cities a long time ago. Your own festival that you've been doing for a while.
Yeah.
And, you've really walked barefoot across most of this world.
Yeah. I remember one of the first times I played in Pittsburgh, we played at Three River Stadium. And we were opening for U2. And this was my previous band, the Disposable Heroes of Hypocrisy. And I remember that tour because I grew to love U2, but before that, I didn't really know their music. They had just seen our song Television, The Drug of the Nation, and they used the video for that song to open up the show for their Zoo TV tour. And, I liked their music, but I wasn't like a huge, know-it-all fan. And so after the first week, Bono came up to me, he's like, Michael. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, can I have a quiet word with you? And I'm like, oh, shoot, are we in trouble? Like, what, have I done something already? He's like, no, there's just this one thing. And I go, okay, what is it? He goes, my guitar player? And I go, yeah. He goes, his name is The Edge, not Ed. So for like the whole first week, I was like, yo, Ed, I like them sneakers. Yo, Ed, great guitar solo. Yeah, Ed, I'm loving that hat, man. Whatever you're doing is great, Ed. I love it,
Did he call you anything?
Not to my face, no.
Well, there's one thing, leaving a Michael Franti and Spearhead show always brings about joy, and bringing people together, togetherness through music, and the ability to heal and share that love. But what is big, big love?
Well, big love to me is like if I can love my family and my friends, my wife, that's big love, and it's hard to do just that all the time. But I believe that love can go out beyond borders, beyond nationality, beyond gender, beyond sexuality, beyond politics, beyond religion, and that when we can love out beyond in that way, that's what I consider to be big love. And nobody gets it right 100% of the time, but I think it's something that's worth trying to do all the time, and that's what that song is about.
Putting that positive energy out there. You're kind of the modern guru of hope and love and peace. It's been 30 years strong of doing that.
Yeah.
But
I feel like you mentioned healing a minute ago. Like music has been something that's been healing in my life, and I grew up in when I was born, my biological mother is Irish, German, and Belgian. My biological father is African American and Nottoway Indian from the mountains of Virginia. And I was adopted by the Franti family, who were second generation immigrants from Finland. And they had 3 kids of their own. And then they adopted myself and another African American son. And just to round things out, I have one sister who's a lesbian and one brother who's a police officer. So we grew up in this, we're kind of like the all-American family, you know. So. But we grew up in this really mixed melting pot of a house. And my father, who raised me, was an alcoholic. And over the years that I grew up in that house, I always felt like an outsider. I always felt like, as a child who's given up for adoption, I felt like I was unwanted, unappreciated. And then as I grew and became an adult, I realized that there's no one in the world who doesn't feel that way at some point in their life, like they're unwanted or unlovable or unappreciated, or like they're the weird kid in school or at their job or whatever. And we all feel that sense of wanting to belong, you know, and music is the thing that gave me that. So when, you know, Dad was yelling at Mom or whatever, and when his drunken nights, I would listen to music. You know, it was a thing that got me through. And later in life, I had lunch with my father one time alone, because when you have 5 kids, you don't get to really have lunch with Dad, you know. And so he was 68 at the time, and he had a stroke when he was 66. And when he had a stroke, he blossomed into this really beautiful human being. He went from being somebody who was like sarcastic and cynical and rage on the other end, and there was very little in between. But he became this person who complimented strangers, who would talk to people on the street about their lives, and was just made amends to everyone he had ever hurt. And I went and sat with him at that day, and I said, "Dad, you've changed so much." And he said, "You know what, son, I really haven't changed." And it was like the trombone of disappointment went off in my head, like, wah, 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 you know. And he said, "What I mean by that is I've always felt this way inside. I was just never able to express it. I was never able to show it until now." And it taught me that people can evolve and people can change. And sometimes we think of our parents as always having been our parents. And then when we become parents, we just realize that they're just weird teenagers trying to parent weird teenagers, you know. And they just look older, you know, and have more ointments and stuff, you know. And so my father was somebody who really taught me that people can evolve and change, and my music has been dedicated to that. And the next song I want to sing is the song when we had been making music for 22 years, and we finally had, like after 22 years, a hit song, and it went into the top 10. And the week that it went into the top 10, my appendix ruptured. I ended up in the hospital. I was looking at the doctor, getting this text, "Your song has now reached number 9 on the charts." And I'm like, "You better freaking fix me, because I want to hear my song one time on the radio after 22 years, you know." And so, but after the surgery, it was like I would just lean in the window and soak up the sunshine. And if it wasn't sunny, then I'd put my headphones on and listen to music that took me someplace sunny. And so I wrote this song in the hospital there, and it goes like this. I wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock. They say there may be rain, but the sun is hot. I wish I had some time just to chill today, and I wish I had it down for every bill I got to pay. Some days you lose, you win. The water's as high as the times you're in. So I jump back in where I learned to swim. Try to keep my head above it the best I can, that's why. And here I am, just waiting for this storm to pass me by. And that's the sound of sunshine coming down. And that's the sound of sunshine friend Bobby, he said, what's up, man? You got a little work over 20 to lend. I opened up my hand, he said, I'm glad to see they could take away my job, but not my friends, you see. And here I am, just waiting for this storm to pass me by, me by. And that's the sound of sunshine coming down. And that's the sound of sunshine coming down. Put your arms around your friends, y'all, and we say, you're the one I wanna be with. There you go. When the sun goes down, you're the one I wanna be with. When the sun goes down, you're the one I wanna be with. When the sun goes down, you're the one I wanna be with. When the sun goes, that's the sound of sunshine coming down, coming down, coming down. That's the sound of sunshine coming down. Go ahead, Raga, play a little something for us now. When the sun goes down, you're the one I wanna be with. When the sun goes down, yeah, you're the one I wanna be with. When the sun goes down, you're the one I wanna be with. I wanna hear you singing the sound of sunshine now. That's the sound coming down. You sound beautiful. One more time, y'all. That's the of sunshine coming down, going down, coming down, coming down, going down, coming down, going down, coming down, 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 down. Thanks, y'all. You guys sound amazing, by the way, singing in here. You're all on the radio. You got... We all got problems, we all go through a little bit of pain. We try to solve them, but they always seem to find a way to take away the sunshine. But sometimes you can't outrun the rain, so let it wash over you. Take a chance, let it wash over you, and you can dance in it. And if you need to, you can fall down in it, crying away those tears. And through the highs and the lows, one thing I really know is if you're feeling broke down in the middle of the road, you still got a long, long way to go. When you're feeling like you lost control, the whole world's got a lockdown on you. So don't overthink it, don't overdrink it. It's really simple at the end of the day. Let your mind go, it'll be fine. So lay it all down, let it all go away. Let your mind go, it'll be fine. So lay it all down, let it all go away. We all need a family, not just the ones that we were born with, but the ones who were there for us through the thick and thin. Pull you out of the cave when life is caving in, and call you on your BS when you're full of it. That's what a real friend does, yo. Through the breakups to the makeups, yo. Through the face plants to the last dance, yo. And party with you when you really need to let it go. And through the highs and the lows, one thing I really know is if you're feeling broke down in the middle of the road, you still got a long, long way to go. When you're feeling like you lost control, the whole world's got a lockdown on you. So don't overthink it, don't overdrink it. It's really simple at the end of the day. Let your mind go, it'll be fine. So lay it all down, let it all go away. Let your mind go, it'll be fine. So lay it all down, let it all go away. 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 We all got problems. We all go through a little bit of pain. We try to solve them, but they always seem to find a way to take away the sunshine. But sometimes you can't outrun the rain. So let it wash over you and take a chance. Let it wash over you and you can dance in it. And if you need to, you can fall down in it, crying away those tears. And through the highs and the lows, one thing that I really, really know is if you're feeling broke down in the middle of the road, still got a long, long way to go. When you're feeling like you lost control, the whole world's got a lockdown on you. So don't overthink it, don't overdrink it. It's really simple at the end of the day. Let your mind go, it'll be fine. So lay it all down, let it all go away. Let your mind go, it'll be fine. So lay it all down, let it all go away. Let your mind go, it'll be fine. So lay it all down, let it all go away. Let your mind go, it'll be fine. So lay it all down, let it all go away. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
We are live from Club Cafe tonight with Michael Franti. And we've got three of them on stage tonight. Michael Franti and Spearhead will be back for a show September the 11th at Cadence Club, which is actually a new spot in Allison Park. It's an outdoor show, and they've got a day off, so they're spending some time here with the listeners here at Club Cafe and also on the airwaves. And you're celebrating 30 years of Spearhead and the release of Home, but Michael's been recorded since the 1980s. And we're, of course, celebrating 50 years this year here at WYEP, so this is a real treat. Woo! And we've been around for a long time. You know,
Amazing.
whether you're playing for some folks here or whether you're at a children's hospital, a correctional facility, how do you keep your spirits up when after doing all those events and dealing with people who aren't in great spots?
Yeah. Well, my wife was an emergency room nurse for 10 years, and she would be with people every day who were in incredibly vulnerable places. And when we first got together, at the end of every day, we'd call each other. She'd get off of work at 7 in the morning, and wherever I was in the world, I'd call her. And we'd ask each other this question. We'd say, who did you make feel significant today? And we would share an experience of something that happened. And so, one of the ways is to talk about it. And I have always tried to make music that wasn't happy music per se, but made music that was about having ease of heart, so that whatever is inside, if it's incredible sadness and pain or great joy, that it can pass through with ease. And that's how we get to happy, you know. So for example, like in a song they have called Brighter Day, I was just kind of in a really low place during the pandemic, and I had a couple of musician friends who had taken their own lives, and so I sat down with my guitar, and I love to just play my guitar as just to listen to it, you know, and I'm going to tune it right now. But I listened to my guitar just as if I was playing it for somebody else or if someone was playing for me. And it comforts me. And then what I do is I just say whatever's going on in my life and find a melody for it. And so in that situation with the song Brighter Day, I was down, and so I just started humming and playing the guitar and saying, da na 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 da na 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 na. And then I just started to find the words that were going on inside me. So it was like, don't give up when your heart is weary. Don't give up when your eyes are teary. Don't give up when your voice is trembling. When your life needs mending. Don't give up when the hurt is near you. Don't give up when the world seems to be broken. I'm still hoping with my heart open, for a brighter day. So when I write songs, I always try to write something that's transformative, like I talk about whatever is hurting me, and then I'm just trying to encourage myself, like, I can get to this other side, get to this brighter day. And then the bridge of the song, I always try to find something that's lifting. So in that song, it was like, so if you stay with me, I will stay with you for a brighter day. And so music helps me, talking to friends helps me, and if all else fails, chocolate.
I'm with that one, Works.
Not a permanent fix, but it will get me out of a funk. Yeah.
Well, your approach definitely to songwriting has changed over the years.
Yeah.
Did you move a conscious way in that way to?
You know, when I first started writing songs, I was coming out of a house where I was just feeling like what I described, feeling like I didn't belong, and I moved to San Francisco, which is like this haven for misfits and weirdos. You know, we would always joke, if you had a button for an eye, you know, you'd fit in San Francisco. And so when I was there, I was really into punk rock and hip hop because it was like the feeling of it. It wasn't necessarily what was being said, although I really loved the do-it-yourself spirit. But it was just like the feeling of letting go of this pain and through rage and letting anger and so when I started in music, that's how I began. And then when the HIV crisis came in, I had a lot of friends in San Francisco who died. It was one of the really ground zero places for HIV and AIDS, and so I fell in love, and I was madly in love with this woman, and I was like, before we sleep together, I should get tested, because who knows who slept with who and along the way. And at that time, no one was really practicing safe sex in the way that they do today. And so that during that time, there was like, used to have to wait 2 weeks for the results to come back, and it would come back in a letter in the mail. And so during those 2 weeks, I was like going through just like all this questioning of, wow, who I slept with and who they slept with, who they slept with. And so my song that I wrote about HIV changed from like this angry songs like F the government because they're not responding, to this song called Positive, which is a really intimate song about my feelings at that time. And then I had another situation where we played in a prison on Thanksgiving, and I had written all these songs about the prison industrial complex and how the justice system was so messed up, and I sang those songs, and afterwards this guy came up to me and he goes, you know, I've been here for 22 years. This is the first time we've had live music, and I was so touched.
And it's Thanksgiving, and I really wish you would have sung a song about how much I miss my family on Thanksgiving. And I was just like, and it really made me think about how music works, and that music really is this way of unlocking emotions and feelings, and you never know what anyone is going through. And a song that you wrote that was about a specific thing in your life can land in somebody's heart in a way that's completely different for their moment in their life. And so I try to write songs that are like that now, that are about feelings and values and not just about specific issues.
And Do It for Love. I didn't
Yeah.
realize until a couple weeks ago that you have a nonprofit, and I was just reading about that. If you could tell some folks, because you've done a lot of great things with your nonprofit called Do It for Love.
Yeah, so we bring people with advanced stages of life-threatening illness and children and adults with special needs and wounded veterans to see any live concert by any artist in any city in America. And people just write to us and say, my sister has stage 4 breast cancer and wants to see Garth Brooks or whatever, and we get them to the show. And the way that it started is there was a woman named Hope December, and she was writing me on Twitter saying, my husband Steve has very advanced stages of ALS, and you're his favorite artist, and he would love to see you. It might be the last show he ever gets to go to see. So we invite them to this festival, and at this point, Steve's body is completely stiff. As as the ALS develops, you lose all mobility until you eventually die of paralysis. And he was in a wheelchair that his wife was operating the joystick on, and we brought them up on the side of the stage, and I sang this song, Life is Better With You, for them. And I look over and I see Steve whisper into his wife's ear, and he says, Hope, I want to get up and dance. And so with all her strength, she lifts his stiff body up out of the wheelchair, and they have this beautiful slow dance in front of 20,000 people who are all screaming and cheering and crying and laughing, and I'm doing the same thing, and this tough dude is crying, And so afterwards I said to Steve, what did this mean for you to be here today? And he said, Mike, yesterday when I was wheeling around the festival, I'm living life very differently, and my face is contorted, I drool sometimes, and people just look the other way generally. But after that moment on stage, suddenly I became Steve. And people were like, hey, Steve, come dance with us. Steve, come have a beer with us. Steve, come hang out with us. And he said, I was able to feel like I was just me again. And so Sarah, my wife, we looked at each other and said, let's do this for as many families as we possibly can. And to date, we've sent 12,000 people to concerts.
Fantastic. Hope. It's a powerful thing. Yeah. Radical love and hope. Michael Franti is live and direct here from Club Cafe. We've got a room full of WYEP members, and they're on the Togetherness Tour. They'll be back September 11th for a show at Cadence Clubhouse, and we're really happy that you're here. We've got some more time for a couple more songs,
Let's go.
and I would love to hear some more music.
Let's do it.
Michael Franti, live from Club Cafe on WYEP.
So this is a brand new song. It's not on any record anywhere. So it comes from one of my biggest fears, which is that I might pass away before the people that I love the most. And part of it is like this fear of missing out. Like I really want to see what my kids are going to do when they're my age or older, and really want to be with my wife every moment. And so I thought, what if there was some way that I could circumvent this whole death thing, And so I thought, I know, how about reincarnation? Yes. So I Googled it. And it turns out that, like, when you reincarnate, like, you don't get to choose when and where you come back, So I was like, this might not work, So I thought, well, what if I could at least increase the odds of getting back in the same house, And so I thought, what if I come back as a puppy? Yeah. And then I'll just like sniff around at all the houses. Eventually I'll find it and I'll scratch on the door and they'll let me in. They'll have a little bit of newspaper for me and a bowl with my name on it, But then I thought, dogs don't actually live that long. And so what if I could come back with something that had a much longer life? So I thought about it for a while and I said, what if I could come back as a song? I hope I come
chilling while our music plays. I'm like treble, you're my bass, like guitars and some 808s. Perfect doesn't last forever, neither does the stormy weather. If my life should fade away, I hope this song will make things better. Loved you so much and I loved you so long, so know when I'm gone that I hope I come back as a song. I hope I come back as a song. I hope I come back like do 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 do. Melodies, memories, you and me and all our energies. Poetry about the way we be, and we write songs just like selfies. Cause music never ever dies. A song can last a million lives. And when I'm gone, I'll dry my eyes and pray that you will hear this. Cause I loved you so much and I loved you so long. So know when I'm gone that I hope I come back as a song. 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 Put your hands together, y'all, and we all say do 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 do. I hope I come back as rock as guitar. Give it up for Raga, y'all. I hope I come back as a song. I come back like you and me love rainy days, chilling while our music plays. I'm like treble, you're my bass, like guitars and some 808s. But perfect doesn't last forever, neither does the stormy weather. And if my life should fade away, I hope this song will make things better. Melodies, memories, you and me and all our energies. Poetry about the way we be, and we write songs just like selfies. Cause music never ever dies. A song can last a million lives. And when I'm gone, I'll dry my eyes and pray that you will hear this. Cause I loved you so much and I loved you so long. So know when I'm gone that I hope I come back as a song. I hope I come back as a song. Let me hear it. I hope I come back as a song. I hope I come back as a song. Put your hands up high, y'all, and we all say do 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 do. Oh, I'm gonna miss you. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm gonna miss you. So I hope I come back as a song. I hope I
Michael Franti, live from Club Cafe on WYEP.
All right.
You guys set for another one? All right.
So when I was a kid, I never thought I'd leave my hometown. But through music, I was able to travel around the world, and I thought that the more places that I go, the more I'll know, the more I'll understand. But it was like the opposite happened. The more places I went, the more questions I had about how the world could be such a beautiful place and such a painful place all at the same time. But I knew one thing for sure, or learned one thing for sure, which is that I loved the people that I missed. And I wrote this song about it. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back coming around the way. Seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I've been a lot of places all around the way. I've seen a lot of joy and I've seen a lot of pain. But I don't want to write a love song for the world. I just want to write a song about a boy and a girl. Junkies on the corner always calling my name, and the kids on the corner playing ghetto games. And I saw you getting down, girl, I hope it was you. When I look into your eyes, I knew it was true. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back coming around the way. Seem like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Now I'm not a highly metaphysical man, but I know when the stars are aligned you can bump into a person in the middle of the road, look into their eyes and you suddenly know. Rocking in the dance hall, moving with you, dancing in and out in the middle of June. Yes, my mama told me don't lose you, cause the best luck I had was you. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back coming around the way. Seem like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Put your hands together, here we go now. Rocking in the dance hall, moving with you. Hey mama, close to you. Rocking in the dance hall, moving with you. Hey papa, kick up your shoes. Rocking in the dance hall, moving with you. Hey mama, close to you. Rocking in the dance hall, moving with you. Hey papa, kick up your shoes. My mama told me don't lose you, cause the best luck I had was you. And I know, Pittsburgh, that we love ya. Here we go. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, I'll be back coming around the way. Seem like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Rock on. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, not coming around the way. Seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you. I love you, I love you. Put your arms around whoever you're with. Say, I love you, I love you, I love you. Say, I love you, I love you, I love you. Look him in the eye and say, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you. Put your hands together, 1, 2, 3, come on. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Give it up a raga on the guitar there.
Wonderful. Live from Cup Cafe, it's Michael Franti. Say, hey, I love you. And a lot of love in the room, a lot of love on stage. And thank you so much for being here. This is really an amazing treat. On your day off, you stop by. I know that you'll be back for a full, proper show at Cadence Clubhouse on September the 11th. But what a special night.
Thanks for
Yeah.
having us here.
Now-
Yeah.
Thank you.
When I was going over some of your older material and some of the other things, I swear I saw something or an interview portion about when you learned to play guitar, and I couldn't find any reference to it. And I don't know if it was when if it was like a television interview or a clip that I heard from another interview, but
Yeah,
was-
well, for the first part of my life in music, I just used drum machines and samplers and engineering equipment, and I taught myself how to, make beats. And then one time I went on this trip with 25 American and European artists to Cuba to collaborate with 25 Cuban musicians, and they were all passing this guitar around this table at night, followed by bottles of rum and cigars and stuff. And there was like Gladys Knight there sang a song, and Peter Frampton ripped this guitar solo, and the Indigo Girls were there singing, and the guitar came to me, and I turned it backwards, and I was like, hip, hop, I had no idea what to do, so I was like, I will never, ever be caught in this situation again, ever. And so like a year later, I bought myself a guitar, and I put it in the corner, and I was like, if I leave it in the corner, it will magically teach me how to play the songs. And so then like a year later, I'm in this teepee at this hippie festival in Oregon, and again, this guitar's going around the circle, and I'd just done this really great show, and the guitar comes to me, and I'm like, hip, hop, and I was embarrassed again. So finally I went and sat and played. A friend of mine had this pot farm up in Humboldt County, which was a really great place to learn the guitar. So I sat there and I just like played two chords, and Emily from the Indigo Girls had taught me my first chord was just the G chord. And so I just sat there, played the G chord, and then went to the C chord over and over again until I finally was able to get it. And then I got this guitar, and that was around 2000 or so. And this guitar is named after my grandma, my biological father's side of my family. And she had, her name is Grandma Brown, and she had worked as a domestic house cleaner until she was in her 90s. And so when she was very close to passing away, I get this call, come to the hospital quick, Grandma's close. It's like rush to the hospital, fly from wherever I was. And I walk in there, and she's hooked up to, tubes in her nose. She's on a heart meter, and my heart's trembling, her eyes are closed, and she just looks really gaunt. And I go up and I kiss her on the forehead, and I said, Grandma, how you doing? And she looks at me, she goes, Michael, is that you? And we'd become very close. But in this moment, I just was so scared, I didn't know what to say. So I just said the first thing that could come out. I go, Grandma, why are you in the hospital? And she looked at me and she said, because I'm pregnant. I said, who got you pregnant, Grandma? Reverend Mitchell. She said, why do you think I'm in the hospital? I'm old. So she just had this beautiful way of like disarming any situation through humor or through food or through playing piano in her living room or reading from her old Bible or something, anything to make people feel good and at ease and just have ease of heart, like I described before. So I thought if I could have my guitar do some of that, then that would be a worthy name for my guitar. So this is Mama Brown. Yeah.
Wow. That's a great story. With 30 years under the belt with Spearhead and Home, I mean, you've been recording for longer, but it's a 30-year anniversary this year.
Yeah.
What do you think is, I mean, a lot of artists have a lot of challenges in their time, but what do you think was like your defining moment or the challenge that you made that...
I think the thing, I don't know if I've ever had really one yet, and but one of the neat things about being a musician of the modern elder age group is which is anywhere from 29 to 89, by the way, the messy middle, as we call it, is that when I first started playing music, I'd see people at my shows who were like 18 years old in the front row, and then they became 28, and then became 38, and then they brought 8-year-olds to the show. Yeah. And yesterday we had someone come to our show who was 94 years old, and we had kids there. That we always bring up people on stage who are young people, as well as people in their 70s or 80s. Or like yesterday, a woman came up who was 94, and so for me, like if there was a defining thing, it would be that I want to make music that is for the human experience as we move through our stages in life. And it's hard. It's tough to be somebody who's, I'm 58 now, and my body doesn't move the same way it used to. I have to take care of it really specifically now. And but more than that, it's like you start to have different questions when you reach this age. And I want my music to be asking those questions and to be have optimism for us when we're like confused and worried or scared about what's happening in the world, or pissed off about what's happening in the world. And I want it to be done in a way that anyone can enjoy it from age 8 months to 98 years old. And so I hope that would be the defining thing from what I do.
All right. Michael Franti, live from Club Cafe. I do want to ask you one more question. We're going to do one more song, but if you could tell people about Sunshine Bali, because I didn't know about this. Sure. I didn't know about this until a couple of weeks ago as well.
Well, when I first started in music, the first record deal that I got, instead of buying or spending money on cars or a house or jewelry, or something, I bought recording equipment so that I could always record and wouldn't have to rely on the record label for that. And then when I started to make some actual money touring, again, instead of buying cars or jewelry, I started building a little hotel in Bali. And we went from being just 5 rooms and a yoga studio to now being 40 rooms, 2 restaurants, a music venue, and we just got our 5-star certification from the hotel board. And it was like, it's the reason that I built it, though, is because I wanted there to be a place that people could experience what I experienced the first time I went to Bali, which is like I was in really, just messed up in my head, kind of, and my body was sore and tired, and I went there and I just had my heart cracked open, and it made me think about the world differently, made me think about my life differently, and hit the reset button on my life. And so that's what we dedicated this hotel to for people to have meaningful conversation, to do whatever wellness activity they want. Some people, that means doing something with fitness or yoga. Other people, it means taking storytelling classes or hand drumming classes in the morning. And then in the evening, we have live music. And we do all kinds of retreats there all year long. And sometimes people just go and bring their family there and stay there. So it's called Soulshine Bali, and it's a great place to, if you want to have like a meaningful vacation and hit the reset button on life.
It seems like the Balinese culture is very art-driven as well.
Extremely beautiful.
I was reading about it, and
Yeah.
I was like, a lot of everyone's focus is on creating or making some type of art.
Yeah, and we're blessed to have Raga, because that's where I met him. He during the pandemic, we had we went from being a band that toured all the time and having this yoga hotel that had 90% occupancy, to having no shows, and our hotel went down to 3% occupancy, and the 3% was me and Sarah and our son Tosh. But during that time, we started doing these live stream concerts, and so I needed to put a band together, and Carl was over there, and the other guys weren't, and so we found Raga, and then this year, a month before we were starting the tour, our guitar player, who we've had for the last couple of years, he has a duo with his wife, and he's like, I got to go do the duo this summer, so we brought Raga in, and we are so happy that he's with us. We love him.
All right.
Raga, raga.
Michael Franti, live from Club Cafe. We're with a whole room full of WYEP listeners and members. And if you could do one more song before you take off, that would be great.
Yeah. So during the pandemic, my biological father died of COVID. And we had never really, as I mentioned, I was close with his mother, my grandmother, but I was never really got to be close with him. And so I had like a lot of really mixed emotions when he passed away. And I had found him when I was 22 years old. And during that time, from then until 2 years ago, we had only seen each other a handful of times. And so I had all this emotion that was bottled up inside me, and I finally got to experience a live band performing for the first time in a couple years. And there's this great band called the Munchies. And I asked Joe from the Munchies, "Why do you call your band the Munchies, Joe?" He said, "Mike, why do you think we call our band the Munchies?" But they had this great fiddle player and this great banjo player and this drummer with this huge afro, and they were just rocking out super hard. And at a certain point, like the music just I realized how much I missed that feeling of live music. And I just closed my eyes and I put my hands up, and pretty soon tears were coming down my cheeks, and I started just crying out loud and laughing and dancing and screaming and shouting and singing along to the words and sweating and dancing some more and having all these amazing memories of my dad and some not so good ones. And after an hour of that, I just felt better. Like, man, I just needed the music to wash through me in that way. And so right after that, I went upstairs and I wrote this song. I used to think that life was so easy, had all the time and I gave it out freely. You never know what you have until it's gone, gone, gone. I never used to think about the ending, never thought about the light I was bending. I didn't know what I had till it was gone, gone, gone. So close your eyes, throw your hands up to the skies. I got my feet here on the ground while I float on a satellite. And should I die, I know love was here tonight. Close your eyes, throw your hands up, your hands up to the sky. Throw your hands up to the highway, 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 highway. Here we go, Carl. I used to think that life was so easy, had all the time and I gave it out freely. You never know what you have until it's gone, gone, gone. I never used to think about the ending, never thought about the light I was bending. I didn't know what I had till it was gone, gone, gone. So close your eyes, throw your hands up to the skies. Got my feet here on the ground while I float on a satellite. Should I die, I know love was here tonight. Close your eyes, throw your hands up, hands up, hands up to the sky. Everybody on your feet now. Throw your hands up to the highway, 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 highway. I think of all the years that have rolled by. We laughed and we cried and we got high. My heart's a little bruised, but I'm still strong.
got my feet here on the ground while I float on a satellite. Should I die, I know love was here tonight. Close your eyes, throw your hands up, hands up, hands up to the sky. Are you ready, yo? Go! Yo! Hands up to the highway, 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 highway. Rock on! How you feeling, y'all? I used to think that life was so easy. Had all the time, man, I gave it out freely. You never know what you have until it's gone, gone, gone. I never used to think about the ending. I never thought about the light I was bending. I didn't know what I had till it was gone, gone, gone. And I think of all the years that have rolled by. We laughed and we cried and we got high. My heart's a little bruised, but I'm still strong, strong, strong. So close your eyes, throw your hands up to the skies. We got our feet on Pittsburgh ground while we float on a satellite. And should I die, I know love was here tonight. Close your eyes, throw your hands up, hands up, hands up to the sky. Are you ready, yo? Go, yo, hands up to the highway, 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 highway. Close your eyes, throw your hands up to the skies. Got my feet here on the ground while I float on a satellite. And should I die, I know love was here tonight. Close your eyes, throw your hands up, your hands up, your hands up to the sky. Give it up for Carl on the bass, Raga on the guitar.
Thank you. Give it up
Thanks
for
for
Michael,
being here.
y'all. Michael Franti.
Michael Franti, live from Cub Cafe. Thank you so much for spreading so much good.
Thanks, Kyle.
It feels great. And we'll see you in September at Cadence Clubhouse in Allison Park, the full Michael Franti and Spearhead experience. And thanks again.
Thank you, Kyle. Thanks, you guys. This is awesome. What a great night off. Thank you.